Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Abby. I am a professional makeup artist and today I am going to be doing a silver gray smoky eye and false lash tutorial. So I'm going to be teaching you how to get this look. It's a very beautiful, glamorous look for a party or for any occasion. If you just want to feel like a diva, if you want to feel like a baddie on a budget. The majority of all the products that I use are all from the drugstore, or you can get them at Ulta or Sephora. But I am going to make a list, like a master list of all the products that I used. And if you want to learn how to get this look, just keep on watching. So jumping right in, we're going to start priming our eyelids with concealer. The concealer that I'm using is the e.l.f. Camo concealer in the Hydrating. Just place it however. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to just blend it out. I like to make sure I get it right here under my eyebrow. So it like when you place the eyeshadow up here, it like blends really seamlessly into the eyebrow. There's no like I want there to be a nice transition, like a gradient. Okay. Get right in there in that socket. Alright, so you should have something like this. I know it looks crazy, but just trust the process. So then we're gonna get started layering our eyeshadows. So I'm gonna be using this palette from ColourPop. It's the Stone Cold Fox palette. The top of it looks, ignore this, but these are the colors. So they're really beautiful. It's like a cool tone color story, and it has like a pitch black, which I really like, and it has this perfect white, which I always look for whenever I get a palette. Sometimes I always want like black and white just so that you can adjust accordingly and like mix and match your shades and like make it smokier or make it lighter whenever you need to. It's got this really beautiful magnetic moon, which I love. I've used it before. But yeah, so we're going to be doing kind of like a silver gray smoky eye, and I'm going to be doing a false lash tutorial. So hopefully you enjoy. So the first shade I'm going to get started with is this one right here. It's this like taupe warm color transition shade right here. It's called Enigma, and I'm taking it on my fluffy blending brush. Something like this, something with a big fluffy head. And then I'm going to set this right here. And I'm going to get started over here. Just sweeping it with the windshield wiper motion right into the crease. And then blending it down into the lash line. So I learned this from Pony Makeup on YouTube. I love her. If you do your eyeshadow with the S motion like this, like a S motion, it will give you the best transition as far as like when you want the eyeshadow to sweep out here. So I always do that. I try to always do that as shit. That way it fades really nicely into the rest of your makeup. She is the best. I love her videos. I don't obviously I don't speak the language. I'm not sure. It's an Asian country. I'm not sure where exactly Pony's from, but she has subtitles in English, which is very helpful. So that's where I learned a lot of my makeup tricks. S shape. Okay. And you blend it in here. Blend it up. Take a little bit more, blend it out. Okay. So it gives the best gradient. You see how it just fades. But I love this color because it's a beautiful kind of like very, very soft taupey color. Then I'm going to be going into this next shade right here. This one right here. This like pure light gray shade. It's called Fascinated. And I'm taking it on the same brush. And it may not look like it's doing a whole lot. It may not look like it's, but the point is to add dimension, add depth, add a little bit of transition to this gray smoky eye that we're creating. So it's just, you see how it just makes it a little bit darker, a little bit deeper. So that's how you want to do your eyeshadow. If you want to have like a very professional looking eyeshadow, it is to build up your colors, build up your pigment, do a slow fade transition, and just, it will give you that beautiful gradient effect. And just blend until you feel like your little fingers are just gonna break off. Just blend. All right, perfect. It's coming along. Okay, great. Then the next shade I'm going to be dipping into is, I think it's this one right here. Well, I'm going to go into You Rock. This one, this right here. Okay. I'm going to be taking it and just building up that gray. Yeah, it's just like a slight hint of pure cement gray tone. That's what we want. Just a hint of it. Just a tad, and you buff it in. But yeah, I haven't been feeling the greatest, to be honest. I've been kind of going through it, which, you know, what else is new? I'm always going through it, but I've been wanting to make this video for like a couple of weeks now. I wanted to make it right after I made the green video, the green look, but I just didn't have the energy. I didn't have the spunk. I was just, oh my gosh. I just felt like I was, and I feel like that's like the winter blues starting to settle in. I'm like, it's getting really cold and I'm not sleeping well at night, and it's just like starting to take a toll on me. But I'm like, okay, I felt pretty good today, so I'm like, let me do this and just make this video and enjoy it and make something nice. So this is what it should look like so far. It should be nice and blended. But yeah, I've been wanting to make this video, but it hasn't happened until today. So sorry that I took forever, but you know, sometimes I've learned, that's the main thing that I was saying in my other video a few videos back, that I was talking, it was like a chit chat, get ready with me. I was like, you have to give yourself time. So I'm like, I'm not going to force it. I don't want to make the video if I'm not like I'm going to do this one right here, Rumor Mill, the dark gray. If I'm not in the headspace to do it, I'm just not going to force it, because then it's not going to come out that great. Okay, see? Now we're getting somewhere. It's looking real gray. Okay, real smoky time. Okay, and then you just layer it and layer it. And just on the outer corners, you want to like smoke it out. Make it look nice and dark. See? shouldn't have that like wing effect. Okay. Then I'm going to dip into, gonna take a different brush. This is a different blending brush, and I'm gonna go into the black, rock bottom. I'm gonna take it on the very tip and just kind of smoke out the edge just a little bit, a little tiny bit. Just a hint, a whisper of the black. But yeah, I have had so much on my mind lately. I don't know about you guys, but I have been feeling just so overwhelmed, and I have been feeling so stressed out. I can't even explain it. It's just like, you ever feel so stressed that you feel like you're like, I can't even breathe. You're like, oh my god. Yeah, that's how I have been feeling lately. It's just been a lot of changes going on, but they're good changes. But I don't like change, period. I don't like any kind of change. I like for everything to be the same always. I don't like doing anything differently. I like to just do things the same all the time. I'm not kidding. Like, when I tell you I hate change, I'm not kidding. I literally, for like all of elementary school and like most of middle school and high school, every single day for lunch, I would have a turkey sandwich with literally just 2 slices of wheat bread and the turkey in the middle, and that's it. No mayo, no tomato, no nothing. It was just the turkey and the bread, and I loved it. Every single day I would eat it up. I'd be like, I'd be like, oh my god, I can't wait for my turkey sandwich. And it's like, that's how much I hate change. Like, like I don't like change. I'm a creature of habit. Like, and it's not just with my food, but with like everything. Like, I just do everything the exact same way my entire life. And I'm very rigid. But I'm learning, I'm like, okay, you need to start like branching out a little bit, doing things a little bit differently, learning how to go with the flow. So I'm going to be taking my finger and going into the silver. This one right here. Isn't it beautiful? Magnetic Moon. I'll do a swatch on the back of my hand so you can see. It's beautiful. It's very reflective. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to pop it right here on the center of the lid. And just work it up. There we go. And blend it out. And that's what it should look like. Then I'm going to take my other finger and do the same thing over here. Just kind of stamp it on. When you're working with a metallic shadow like this, you want to make sure that you either use like a wet brush or you use your finger, like your fingertip, and just slowly just work it in there, like feather it out. There we go. So that it'll give you the best concentration of the pigment and it will look the best. Then I'm going to take another little brush. Let me find one. Here we go. I need a shadow brush like this. Like a shadow brush. Just like, this is a Real Technique shadow brush. I'm going to take this and I'm going to go into this very soft pearlescent pinky color. So fine. Just going to go a little ham. Okay. And I'm going to put it right here on the inside. And blend it into that silver. And kind of lift it up a little bit. And feather it into the transition shades on the rest of the lid. There we go. See? Should look like that. It's a very, very soft baby pink color. Next, I'm going in with the Roche Posay sunscreen, the Anthelios. Take good amount, like a quarter-sized amount. And this is what I use to do, like, as my skincare and as my, like, primer for my foundation. I don't really use primers in general. I used to use the e.l.f. Power Grip. I loved it. But I really like how my foundation looks with this sunscreen. And that's it. I don't like mixing it with like a primer because I feel like it just looks really good. Just like that. Okay. Using my Superstay in the shade 120. Maybelline Superstay foundation. I love this. I swear by this. It is the best foundation of all time. It's discontinued, I think, to be honest. I think they replaced it with the Lumi Matte, but I really love it. And you just blend it out with the warmth of your fingers. I go around my eyebrows because I'm going to do my eyebrows in a second. And then there we go. Don't want to get it too close to the eyebrows because don't want to get foundation all over them. But yeah, I've had a lot on my mind. Just thinking about everything that's going on and the things I've gone through. I think that's something that we all deal with sometimes, is like your past just comes back in your mind a lot, because it's like, of course you're going to be thinking about it a lot because it's the things that happened to you. So it's like only you know what you went through, and only you know how much it affected you. But you can still grow from it. You can still become a better person. But it just takes so much time. You have to really give yourself time to like learn who you are and what you want, and learn how to set boundaries and the things that you will put up with and the things that you won't put up with. And I think that's really hard, because it's like I have a hard time. I'm very indecisive sometimes, and I'm just, I don't give myself time to think. I react off of emotion a lot. So it's like, if in that moment it seems like a good idea, I'm gonna do it. It's like, regardless of anything else, it's just like, I'm doing it. And it's like, you can't do that, because that will get you into a lot of problems sometimes. So I'm gonna do my under eyes. I am taking this color corrector, the Pro Conceal, in the shade Cool Pink, and I take it and I dab 3 little blobs like this. Well, I kind of feather it out, and I just take it. So this is to get rid of the darkness underneath your eyes. I place it like that, and then I take my concealer, my same Hydrating Camo Concealer in the Fair Rose, and I take my brush. It's an angled foundation brush from Lancome, and I just blend it out. And I just use this to like lift and pull the eyeshadow up. to make it look super clean and cute. But yeah, I've been thinking about everything I've ever gone through. I've been feeling very like nostalgic and thinking about, you know, my life and how I thought things were going to turn out, and it's so different than like what I expected, but I'm I'm very at peace with where I am right now, and I feel okay. And for a long, long time, I did not feel like I was okay. I felt like I was like losing my mind, and I was like, I'm never gonna be okay. That's how I felt. I was like, I'm always gonna be like struggling. And that was true for like a long time. I was just like, I'm never gonna get out of this hole. Like, I'm just always gonna be super, like, you know, just felt very, very down, very, I was down bad. So I'm learning to just live in the moment, be grateful for what I have. I think that's a major thing. Is like, as long as you can be grateful for what you have, and you can be okay with the moment that you're in, and just like embrace the present moment, then you've already won. You're already 10 steps ahead of everybody else, cuz it's like the majority of people are either very ambitious and they're like striving for a future that will probably never come, because they're like trying to like make more money. They're like, yeah, I gotta make money moves. They're like, I gotta do this. I gotta be like, they have like that mindset of like, I always have to be the winner, which is like, that's fine, that's great, that's amazing, you know. More power to you if you can live like that, and that's a sustainable way for you to live, that you're just like, oh, like, I always gotta be on top. That's great. That's amazing. But I can't live like that. I'm very like, I have to be more realistic with myself as far as like my limitations, because I just can't be like I can't be on 1,000 all the time. I just can't do it. I used to be able to when I was younger, when I was like 19, 20, 21. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna boss up, girl boss, and I'm gonna really do all of this, and everything's gonna work out amazing for me. Like, I think there's a difference. Like, you can be positive and still be very like grounded. You can be grounded and grateful and just very appreciative of where you are, but also realize how far you've come. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm just very like level. So that's good. That's I just feel like not as stressed anymore, because the past few weeks I literally was like just losing it, because I was like, I was thinking too much. I was in my head all the time. I was stressed out. I was like, I need to do this. I need more hours at work. I need more money. I need this, da da da. And I'm like, I need to level up. I need to get with it. I need to stay on my grind. And I was like, you're gonna burn yourself out if you think like that all the time. You gotta chill. Like that, you have to learn when to grind and when to just chill out, because you can't be on beast mode all the time. It just doesn't work. So I'm learning to be patient with myself. I'm learning to give myself grace and just go with the flow, whatever that means for me. I have a tiny hello. There we go. Where did my little brush go? Okay. Put it above my lip. Now, my next step is going to take this little angled brush like this, And I'm going to dip into this white shimmer right here, this very, very beautiful soft white shimmer. And I'm going to put it right here. Oh, got a big brush bristle right here above the brow bone. And it's going to make it look really pretty and eye-catching. And I feel like this really ties the whole look together. Like it just gives it like that beautiful dimension. I think my mom's on the phone. I can hear her. She's like, yeah, yeah. Okay. There. Silver white highlight on the brow bone. So now I'm going to do my brows. So for brows, I like to use the golden ratio. So you start right here, the inner corner. This should be the beginning of your brow. Then the arch should be going right here through your pupil. It should be right there. And then the tail should be right here at your lash line. So we're good. The shape is good. I just need to fill it out because it's a little sparse. I've been over plucking like crazy, but it's just like every time I look at myself in the mirror when I like wash my face or wake up or go to sleep, I like pluck a little bit more, and I'm like, I gotta stop doing that because before you know it, I'm not gonna have any brows left. But I just like I've been so like into like having a really skinny brow lately. Very, very skinny brow. I love like Wendy Ortiz, and like I love her brows and how they're so like skinny and just like very stylish right now. Like that's the style, like the very skinny arched brow. It's like, oof, I love it. And just run it back and forth and blend. Lift it up. Get everything into place. Rinse and repeat. And I love this brow pencil. I feel like it's the best one that I've used so far. And I've tried so many. I've tried the Anastasia. I've tried the NYX. I've tried the Benefit. I've tried pretty much every like eyebrow pencil known to man. And I just really like this one because you can get it at Dollar Tree. It has the little spoolie on the other end. It works just as well as the high-end brands. It's only $1.25 and the color just looks perfect. I just feel like it's the right shade of brown for my brows. I have used like black before. I've used really dark brown. I just don't like super harsh brows. I like for them to look just very defined, very like sculpted, but I don't want for them to look like crazy or like super like drawn on. I want them to look sort of natural, you know, like I made the effort. Now I'm gonna do my lashes. So this is gonna be a false lash tutorial. We're reaching the false lash tutorial portion of the video. So curl your lashes. I start at the base and I tilt it up a little bit, and then I move it up the lashes as I go. So I get a nice even curl on the whole thing, on all of my lashes. Now my lashes are very short and straight. I have all this curly hair, but it's like my lashes are very straight. They stick straight down. They don't have any curl to them, and it's like, it just is what it is. I've learned to accept it. I'm not mad about it anymore. I used to be very bitter. I was like, Why did I get stuck with these straight lashes that just stick straight down? Okay, eyeliner. So, I follow the line of the shadow. And then right here. Okay. Nice clean line. There we go. Lift it up a little bit. Same on the other side. And I work in very short strokes. When I get to this part, I just draw it all out. Make sure it's straight. Okay. This one's thicker, so I'm going to make this one a little bit thicker. There we go. And that is the eyeliner. It's fine. Eyeliner wings are sisters. They are not twins. My sister and I are not twins. So it's all good. Just a little different. But I like it. It turned out pretty good. Okay. So I want to do the big mama lashes over here. Repórtate. Okay. They're kind of all over the place. They're scattered. So these are 70/15. I got them at an Amazon store. People always ask me, like, what are the lashes? I'm like, that's all I know. It doesn't have a brand. It doesn't say. But I linked some in the description that are very similar. So that way you can also have some big mama lashes. Alright, now we're getting started with our first lash. Going in with my Duo Lash Glue, taking a little bit on the back of my hand. This is how I always do it. It's the easiest way. It's the best way for me. This is what works, so don't judge me. And then I take a little bit of it on my nail and I run it all across the top. There we go. Okay. Take my mirror and I'll scoot it a little closer so you can see. And you just relax your eyelid and pop it on. And you adjust it accordingly. I like to put it on when the glue is still wet because that way it gives you a little bit of wiggle time, like wiggle room to like move the lash around if you need to. Okay, and that's what it should look like. It's a big mama lash. It's very dramatic. Large and in charge. It looks crazy next to the eye with no lash. It's just like but I love them. I feel like they're very dramatic, they're very glamorous. They are giving diva, they're giving the moment. Another trick that I will mention is if you see that the front of the lash band, like I'll give you an example, like this one. This one right here, the front of the lash band has like that little extra bit on it, like right there on the tip of it. You can take your scissors and trim it a little bit so that way it fits your eye better and it's not poking your inner corners and driving you insane. Because I can't stand, like, I used to not wear these lashes for that very same reason, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, if I have to wear these lashes and they poke me one more time on like my inner corner, it's so uncomfortable, it's so irritating, it just like drives me insane, and it's like the worst thing ever when it comes to makeup. And it's like, oh, it's so frustrating. I'm like, what do I do? And they're like, just cut it. I'm like, oh, that never occurred to me. I'm like, oh, just cut that little bit off. Okay. So you cut that little bit off. That's what I did with these. Cut that little bit off. That's driving you insane. And then you take your glue. We're going to do the other eye now. Put a little bit on the back of your hand. And then you take your nail and just slowly grace it upon the lash. Just drag it out a little bit. There you go. And you just, there you go. Okay. Alright, we're gonna get cracking with this eye. So you just relax your eyelid. It's not always easy. Okay. Deep breath. There we go. And then adjust it accordingly. Make sure they sit right and that one of them's like they're both pointing straight up. Sorry, I didn't mean to spit on you. But make sure they're both like, because if you've got one that's like straight down and the other, because like in my last video I noticed that like they were not both pointing straight up, and it like drives me insane because I want them both to be like, they have to sit at a certain angle and they'll point straight up. Just lift it a little bit, move them a little bit. See, so they're both, this one points out more than the other, but it's good enough. It's, you get the idea. You get the picture. It's fine. It's fine. Your makeup is never gonna turn out exactly how you envision it. That's the only thing I've learned, is that like you just have to embrace it for what it is and be like, okay, it looks fine. It looks good enough, close enough. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Alright, now we're going into contour. I'm taking my LA Colors setting powder, but it's like a little bit darker, so I'm using that as my contour. Okay. See how one side of my face looks skinnier now and the other side is just like a blank space. That's what you want. Make your fishy face. What's missing? There's like a chunk missing of my... Okay. Make a fishy face and then go... And I've seen Cardi B's makeup artists do this too, where she's like in a rush trying to do Cardi's makeup and she'll take like an index card and like hold it like flat against the cheek and just go above it. That will help too if you struggle with finding the right placement for your contour. Take like a card or like an index card and angle it, and that will help you figure out what works best for your cheeks and your cheekbones and like what contour you like. Okay. Going in with blush now, I am using the Milani Luminoso Peachy Pink. I love this color. Just a dab. Right on the apples of the cheeks. Blending it into the bronzer, or the contour. And then I am using this beautiful palette from Tarte. Sugar Rush, Fresh and Frosted. I'm using this goldy shade with my highlighter brush. And I'm just adjusting it right here along the high points of my face. It's a very beautiful, natural, like skin-like finish. It just gives like a glow. I love it. It's very like lit from within. You can see it. It's like, oh, I love it. Now the lips. The lips for this look are iconic. They are a very popular color going on right now. It's like that 90s super defined lip. So I'm using the cocoa shade, the dark cocoa from e.l.f. That's what it should look like. You just drag it, kind of push your lips together. Okay, so that's what it should look like. And then I'm going to take this Maybelline matte ink in Seductress, and I'm going to put it all over the lips. Blending it into that brown lip liner. Taking the lip liner and just blending it out. Taking my finger and gently pressing it into that liquid lip. And then rubbing it. Okay. So that should be what it looks like right now. So it looks a little dark. I'm going to take this Smoke and Mirrors liquid lipstick from Five Below and a clean brush. Let me find my brush. This is the brush I'm using. And I'm going to do a couple of dots. Take a little bit more. Right there. Just kind of place it all over your lips. And take the brush and just stamp it. And this will give you a very 90s lip. See how I keep smacking my lips together to make the colors blend? That will help too. Not too much because they are liquid lipsticks, so you want to make sure that you don't do it too much because it will mess up the texture of the liquid lip. Okay, and then the last touch is gloss. And the gloss that I used was this one, Crystal Baller. The e.l.f. lip oil in Crystal Baller. And I just dabbed it over the center of the lips. And just smack them together. And that's what it should look like. Very 90s. So what did you guys think of this look? I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed. I had a really great time doing it. It was super fun. I love how it turned out. It's very very glamorous, very diva, very much like smoky eyes. Eyes are center of attention. The lips are very subdued, but they're still very defined. I like the glow on the cheek. So it just depends on what you're going for. You can tailor it to your taste. You can kind of just take what you want from this and make it your own. I'd love to see what you guys create. If you do try this look, let me know in the comments. And if there are any specific looks you want to see, anything you want to learn, go ahead and drop a comment below and let me know. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like. Please share, please comment, please subscribe. If you haven't already, I would love you so much if you would please subscribe. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Hope you have a great day. Bye!